Okay, so first off, great class, good work, good push by everyone. Second off, I had a conversation with someone this morning, and I've had this conversation before with someone else, but it's really important that if you're in your 20s, who's in their 20s here? Raise your hand. Okay. Some of you don't really need this message, but it's good to just kind of have it go over again. And then some of you do. I had someone in their 20s this morning tell me, like, they have a lot of time. I have a nephew. I love him a lot. It's the only nephew I got. So if you're watching, I love you, buddy. But he told me one time recently, oh, Coach, well, I got to get serious about life, man. I got about 4 or 5 years before I got to get serious. No, you don't. You don't know if you're going to be here in 4 or 5 years. And if you are here in 4 or 5 years, why wouldn't you accomplish all kind of things in the next 4 or 5 years, instead of waiting 4 or 5 years? The conversation this morning was, well, why are you upset? I'm doing what normal people do. Normal 20-year-olds do. I was like, well, I don't do what normal people do. I don't think like normal people. I don't do normal stuff. My mindset isn't built that way. So if you want to do normal stuff, you're not going to really accomplish much. Just think about that for a second. I'm doing what normal people do. You should never, ever say that. You should never, ever want to put yourself in a category with the normal and average people. No way. If you train here, your mindset set should start to shift towards above average, great, unbelievable, exceptional, out of this world, just all the whatever you can come up with that has nothing to do with average or being normal. You don't have all the time in the world, man. You don't know how long you're going to be here. You have to put in work every single day. The problem is our friends, our circle, the people that we're around day in and day out. If you're on the right track, all it takes is this group of people to be like, hey, man, come over here, man. Let's party. Let's hang out till 3, 4 in the morning. Let's get hung over and sleep in till 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, not accomplish anything, and then have a headache the rest of the day and not do nothing with ourselves. And then we can get up and play video games. And then we can get up and go to Taco Bell and hang out some more. And just do what normal people do, average people do. You know, that just fires me up because it's man, look, if I had jiu-jitsu in my early 20s and I had a mentor like myself in an atmosphere where I have people like you around me, I didn't have that at my disposal at 20 years old. I had a different set of friends. I love them. I care about them. There's 2 of them that are no longer living. They're no longer here. Okay? But if I had a different atmosphere to be in, like what I'm giving you guys here, then the mindset should always be above average, never settling, winning every single day. And the second that you say, well, I'm just doing what normal people do, you're losing. You're losing by a lot because you just took your mindset from winning to average person. People that don't do anything, people that are lazy, people that don't want to get up early, people that want to sleep in. Every day it's a different time that they get up. They don't want to fix their bed. They don't want to do dishes. They don't want to clean their house. They don't want to clean their car. They don't want, and the list goes on. They don't want to shave, cut their hair. They look horrible. If you're walking around looking scruffy, man, that says a lot about you. From the outside looking in, a person saying, man, that person looks like they got some issues, man. They don't care about themselves. If you look like you don't care about yourself, how are you going to care about anything else? Again, let me gain 20, 30 pounds. Let me let my hair grow. I look like a little baby bird where I don't really trim my hair. Every other day I trim this stuff. It has to be shiny, man. It has to be clean. I have to shave. But I just start coming in a scruffy, man. I don't care. I will start seeing less and less of you because you're going to start to realize, hey, man, I love Coach. He's a cool guy, but something's going on to where it's affecting everything. And he don't care like he used to care. That's the way I look at each and every one of you. And when you talk a certain way, that's the way I look at you too. Average person. What? That's average right there. That's below average. That's loser stuff. Someone talking over here? Yeah, I want to be over here. I want to win. I want to be next to these people. I want what they have. Not like envious, like, but I want to be in an atmosphere of what they're doing. So I'm trying to build that here. And when I have someone tell me in their 20s, I got about 4 or 5 years left before I got to do something. I got 4 or 5 years, like I'm just doing what normal people do. We're popping bottles in the club. I ain't saying you can't have a good time every now and then. But if that's what your circle is doing, that's exactly what you're going to do all the time. You can't go down that path. It's hard to come back out of it. And when you do, you waste a couple years. Can't get those years back. Can't get the time back. Every day matters. The way you think and the way you act matters. Sorry, it just fired me up. Like I got someone that's just, you know, their mindset, they just don't want to win, and the people around them don't want to win either. And these people are having a really good time over here, and that's what this other person, man, they're just having such a good time. This is hard to do. It's like the video I put out the other day. The idea of doing something is one thing. The idea of actually working for it and loving that process is a completely different thing. When you got to get up early and grind every single day for the thing that you want to do, man, I don't know if I want to do that no more. The love that the idea you had about something isn't the same. It doesn't match up. So for my 20-year-olds, and especially for the ones out there, you don't have all the time in the world. You have to you have to put your work together now. And every day you come in, every day you wake up, it's right now. Not a year from now, not 2 years from now, 4 or 5. It's right now. Everything matters. Okay? All right, guys. Have a great day. See you.